girl, it's Thursday. It's so exciting. I can wait for you guys to show up. Good morning. Where's Lou? Lou. You want to see outside? Come here, boo. Let's open the door. Put a little heater on. What are we going to do in the wintertime? All right, girl, good morning. Good morning. Sue Tonarelli, how are you? It's beautiful here. Still a little cold. Good morning, sunshine. How is everybody? Girl, it's Thursday. Girl, it's Thursday. This week is almost done. Yep, how's everybody's sleep going? Disney Debs, hello from good morning. What's level? Good morning. I was up early. Saw my morning writing group. If you haven't joined it, you need to join us sometimes. Everyone is hideous, which is my favorite part. I know, Laura passed the hump of Wednesday. Lou, how we doing? How's your pooper? Should we ask, or you're gonna surprise us later? I should cut that clip out because it was a lot. Lou, everybody knows you got the gas. Everybody heard it. Everybody heard it. She's okay, you guys, let's not talk about it anymore. We're not gonna talk about it. I know I have the gym later, Sue, so I just decided to rock my straight hair again. After the gym, it'll be curly. Love feeling a fall, girl. It's nice. Booby. So some weird, fun stuff to talk about today. Raise your hand if you know who Tilly Norwood is. Raise your hand. Anybody? Because this gal is what we're going to talk about for decades. You might not have heard of Tilly yet, but she's gorgeous. You haven't, Heather? Well, let me tell you, okay? But unknown last name, well, everything. So Tilly Norwood is a new actress on the scene. What does she look like? She looks like perfection. She's got dark hair. She's the perfect age of 27. The perfect age, maybe? She has no fat on her body. I don't even know if she has a uterus. I doubt it. But she's a she, and she was born a she. Or coded. She was coded as a she. Tilly Norwood is going to be the next, who's the girl that everybody's talking about? I love fat women. Jacob. I love A, that's what you open with. B, that you think that hurts my feelings. I think you meant to spell it with a PH. But I'm not gonna correct you because I'm not that kind of person. Anyway, Tilly Norwood. She's perfect. She's an amazing actress. She's likable. She's everybody because she's made up. She is an actress who is not real. She's an AI actress. And she's about to be signed with a major talent agency. Am I with a major talent agency? No. Are the people who are currently with a talent agency getting the kind of work that Tilly Norwood's gonna get? No. Are they going to get paid what Tilly Norwood is getting paid? No. So a woman, a coder, named Elin van der Velden. She is from the UK and she's the founder of Particle 6. Okay, Zaddy's in the South. You said she's perfection, but then you said she had dark hair. So which is it? Okay. Jeremy. He wants to be punched. I've never met a man that I don't know why he doesn't have a shirt that says, please just punch me in the face. Yeah, he's throwing a lot of shade. Look, Jacob just called me fat, and I'm less mad at Jacob than I am at you. Yeah, Shakendra, he wants to be jumped in a parking lot. He wants that. Yeah. Yeah. No, he's saying a woman with brown hair would never be perfection. I don't understand. Tilly is actually on the earth or just on video? No, all video. No. Oh, I was saying I like fat women. You are not. Okay, Jacob. You could stay. Yeah, so let me explain. So they have a full video. A reel is what we would call it if it was a real actress. There's a reel of Tilly's work, which is all fake. But if you watch it, and this is how nothing in the world will ever be the same again. If you watch AI Tilly and you watch her reel, you will think she's a real person, and you will expect her to walk out on to the Tonight Show or one of the morning shows and say, hey everybody, and that they'll interview her and she'll tell us that she's dating AI Ben Jacobson, who's also not real, and I guess there'll be pictures of their engagement and their fake wedding. The whole thing is ridiculous. My brain, how are you gonna give somebody an agent? AI actress got an agent. And so will be used in commercials. Do you believe? What if, okay, funny guy, what if Tilly goes on and says, I have been using the most amazing deodorant. And who's buying that deodorant? Girl, you don't even got the armpit. She gonna do a tampon commercial. Girl, what? What? Yeah. A little creepy. Yeah, well, the AI situation, Joyce, was more, I think, originally about the writers. Was about the writers originally, because writers were saying that there were AI bots writing, but they were pulling from all the work that real writers have in the universe. AI was collecting the story arcs, the protagonist, I said a lot of words. Put them together and writing, and they were like, stop using AI to here's the thing. Up until yesterday, I think that actors and actresses thought, oh, AI is not a big deal. That's a writer problem. And then found out yesterday that everyone can be replaced. Now, I still have not seen an AI comedian, but girl, you know it's coming. You know it's coming. Is there gonna be an AI morning show host? What? What's the word from Saturday? I've been trying to remember it. What word? Oh. It's not prophesizing. What did he say? Prognosticator. That's it, Shikendra. She got it. A prognosticator is somebody, go, use that in a sentence today. That's for everybody. A prognostic, let me look it up so I get it right. But it's somebody who, you're not wrong, Jared. All our tradespeople will be safe. They'll be the only ones. Them and the mailman. That's it. They're going to see the limitations. It's not going to be as profitable as they think. Well, I hope so. Prognostication. It's an action of foretelling or prophesizing future events. Yeah. Just so you know, Jason uses that word just like casually. And thank God Shikendra was in the car with me when he did it. And she was like, what the? I go, please, this is my life. He uses a lot of big words. And then I'm like, oh, I totally agree. What did he just say? Like that. Mad Acoustic said AI is going to literally replace everything. Actors, voiceover, graphic, copywriters, accountants. You've been eating all the Frosted Flakes, baby. Let me write that down. I'm going to stop writing down. And he's like, oh, she liked it so much. No, it's so done. You've been eating, no G, all the Frosted Flakes, lady. Got it. I'm gonna, yeah. That one I want to keep. So maybe we can get an AI president. We might already have one. Because some days I'm like, this can't be real. Shut up. She didn't say, okay. Yeah. Before Sasha removes it. Okay, see, that's not worth it. Anyway, so what do you think are some jobs that are AI proof? Somebody mentioned some. I don't think there's going to be an AI comedian. I'm going to be honest. I don't see it. I think that a sense of humor is so specific. I've asked AI to, like, hey, make this, I wrote something, make this, punch this up or make it funny. It's not good. It's not good. A Bronco rider, you're not wrong. Special ed teacher, you're not wrong. Doctors and nurses, they're already doing it. Sharon, already done. Dog groomer, boom. So when it comes to doctors, there was a study about 5 years ago on radiologists that said the first specialty to go will be radiology. I believe you, Terry, firefighters. Yeah, stay-at-home mom. Nobody wants that job, Malene. Even AI is like, listen, we've done the research. Ain't that we're not gonna dabble here. You can take your crying, stinky, limo driving, dinner making, ungrateful. No, we got nothing to say about it. We're like, you should leave. You should leave. You should not do this job. So you're not wrong. But they said radiologists will be the first ones to be replaced. Specifically, the reading of certain types of x-rays or, radiology stuff, whatever. I'm too tired, too many big words. I've already said prognostication, so. But then they've just updated it to say, well, AI is just as good at reading x-rays and like radiology things. What it's not good at is taking into account the comorbidities of certain people. Girl, how many big words am I gonna say today that have a lot of syllables? For instance, if I go in and I have a broken leg and it sees it and it was like, yeah, broken leg, same, caught it, both caught it. But if a patient came in and said, this person has complications due to diabetes, a heart condition, and you start adding like multiple level, comorbidities, I said it, then it wouldn't be able to be as good as a real human person. And the fact that that's a sentence is upsetting. A human person, not an AI person. Do you think we'll say that? Do you think we'll start saying that? A human person? We are a human person. We've never had to quantify that. You don't need to start spelling some of these words. I feel any job that requires human empathy will be safe. You're probably not wrong, Jared. Like a psychologist, well, the number of people that are apparently using ChatGPT for therapy and or a friend is astronomical. And AI is not really equipped for it. And it's supposed to have built into it saying like, if people say certain things, you should seek, medical help. It's the whole thing. Yeah. Here we are. Yeah. You already pray when you try to get somebody on the phone that's a human. You're not wrong. A mortician or funeral director. Yeah, those are probably safe. Yeah. Yeah. Unfortunately, I feel like human empathy is diminishing as time passes. And that is from human people as well, which is extraordinary. Are you a doctor? I am a mom doctor, very specific specialty. There are certain requirements to be a mom doctor. A vagina that's kicked something out. It's the number one requirement. You essentially become a junior in medical school when you have a baby. You don't have your degree yet. By the time your kids are 8, you get your degree. So, yeah. Am I certified? Not really. Floyd, you're not wrong. Listen. Listen, you know what I love? I love the fact that like mom doctors like, you're gonna be fine. Listen, if you think you're going to the hospital, I need to see bone. Do I see a bone here? Do I see Oedipus tissue? Oh, I said Oedipus, and the only person that knows what that is Judy, and you're spelling it wrong. All right. Otherwise, this is a Band-Aid. This is a Band-Aid. All right. Let me get out some basil. Let me start rubbing this salve I found. Okay. I'm not into copays right now. I'm not doing it. No. I'm not doing it. Handyman job, you are secure. You are secure. I'm a certified dadologist, dad of 5. Matthew, it's nice to meet a colleague, a dadologist. All right, Matthew, I listen. And how many of those kids are boys? Because I think being a dadologist, like if you said I got like 4 boys, well, you are a specialist at that point. My mom used to cut up. I needed to put Vicks and make me wear socks when I was younger. Colombian mom remedies. That's what I'm saying. Moms be like, you don't need to go to the doctor. Give me your sock. You're like, what are you gonna do to my sock? But when you're sick, you're like, where's my mom? And they're like, your mom's not here. Can you put onion in my sock? And your friends are like, why would we do that? That's what my mom would do if she was here. 3 boys, 4 girls. Oof. Matthew, how old are they? I gotta know. What's the spread on the age of these kids? That's a lot. I got a sty in my eye. She took off her gold ring and started rubbing it in the carpet and held it to my eye. Did it work? What? Curanders. We are, what is it? Curanders. I don't know what word you're saying. My Brazilian mom puts Vicks rub on everything. Yeah, it did. It did. It fixed it. And you're like, why are you taking your ring off? I hurt my ankle and had an ultrasound, and all the day it was adipose in others. Fat ankles. Are you Italian? Maybe Greek, just curious. I am Italian and then a mixture of like Spanish, Filipino. My oldest is 20, my youngest is 9. And there are 7 between those ages. Oh, Matthew, what you doing here? You should be doing something. He's like, Dena, they're all in school. I got them off this morning. Wow. Oldest has autism as well. Matthew, you are welcome here, my friend. You are among friends. All right? Nice to have you. Yeah, today's show needs a glossary. Just anybody that's joining us for the first time, we don't usually use this many big words. My youngest has autism. He's 13. Wow. All right, well, you're doing the good work. You know what was interesting? Well, there's been a lot of talk of autism. I'm not going to touch on that. But there was actually an article, which I didn't get to read, so it was just the title. But it was saying that, you know, they're showing increasing numbers of children with autism. And they were saying, is it because the spectrum is now too wide? And that, I don't know if people are self-diagnosing themselves with autism, but there are, you know, there's a huge wide spectrum of, you know, what those symptoms are. And so it was an interesting article, and it was saying, like, are the numbers actually going up, or are we seeing something else? You know, just the spectrum is too wide and now we need to narrow. So it's an interesting article. Yeah. Oh, was that, Dory, we met Dory this weekend, Dory Peterman. Yeah, Sue said spectrum is way too large and self-diagnosis is out of control, said Sue. Sue's son also has that, is on the spectrum. Yeah, autism spectrum has come a million miles wide. Do you think Tylenol causes autism? Jorge? I wish I could bother answering that without laughing. I do not. I will defer to the people here who have much more experience. I have taken autism. I have taken Tylenol a number of times. Listen, now it's to the point where, like, anytime I'm like, oh, I had cramps the other day. I had cramps and I was like, ugh, I do not feel good. I was like, I'm gonna get some Tylenol. And Jason just looked at me. He was like, you better watch out. I might get autism. Like, it's just, I can't. And yeah, too much. I must disagree, said Anne Marie. To the point, if you look at the school system, actually see the amount of kids with autism is all the chart. Well, that's the thing, Anne Marie, is that's what they're saying, is that they're saying is that truly autism, or are these like more maybe social disorders that are on the lighter side of the spectrum? I don't want to speak to this because I do not have all of the information, deep dive and such, but there are much better people to discuss this than me. But Sue Tonarelli said, Tylenol can play a part, but it's not the main cause. Just be glad someone is showing interest in trying to figure something out. So lots of different perspectives here. And I welcome most perspectives. I'm going to say that. I would like there to be kindness in our discussions, but we have never been a political place, but we can make nice, kind statements of disagreement. Niece was 28 when she was diagnosed with autism. Yeah. Yeah. How do you protect your kids from the wilderness of social media? That's a big question. Well, if you're asking me personally with my own children, I haunted my children. I checked their social media and I didn't believe that they had any rights. I would randomly take my kids, so I would like, give it to me. Let me see your phone. And I would threaten them. My number one issue when they were younger, which I don't know, was probably 7 to 10 years ago, was, sorry, it's my phone. I was like, what happens to this feed? Sorry about that. My biggest problem with my kids when they were that age was group chats. And I would say, if something goes sideways in that group chat and somebody starts saying something shady and you stay in that group chat, you are in trouble. I was like, we're out. Out. More problems with a group chat than anything else that was happening on social media. Anyway. I know, Lorene. I have 3 scores in the range from autism has new ranges, yeah. They did. They needed Sasha. Yeah, group chats were brutal for my daughter. I'm telling you. Nothing good happens from a group chat. Too much. Too much. Remember, like, when you were younger, Okay. What did your kids think about being on social media when you started? I don't think they cared. They thought I was real dumb. I know. So what do you? They just thought I was just like super dumb, as did I. And they were like, my mom has no friends. And I was like, cool, that makes a lot of sense to me. And they completely ignored it. It wasn't until the videos started to go viral and then Dean said I was still dumb. And I think the very first one that went viral had like 400,000 views on it. And I was like, oh my gosh, Dean, look at how good I'm doing. And he said, no, that's dumb. And I was like, now this was probably 2016. And I thought, he was like, no, that's not viral. You're not viral yet. 400,000 isn't anything. And I was like, I don't know, feels like a little something. No, it's dumb. And I said, well, how many views do I have to get to go viral? He was like, you would have to have like 4 million, like 400,000 is nothing. And I was like, okay, fine. So I don't know, within a year, the first one went viral, Chardonnay Go. And that, I think it was like 7 million at the time. And I finally like walked into his room and I was like, okay, okay. He was like, what are you doing? And I was like, Dean, I mean, I'm feeling a little viral, a little tingly. And he was like, no, you're not viral. I go, well, you said 4 million, I'm at 7 million. He was like, no, it's not. It's like 10 million. I was like, are you just going to keep changing the number? He was like, yeah, no, it's like 10 million. I go, so if I get 10 million, he goes, no, I mean, it's really probably like 12. Well, then I hit 22 million. Then the target video hit 150 million. And then at that point, he was like, well, just so you know, you're never going to be like, you're my mom. Like, it was just obvious. It's never going to be cool. I think I have a little street cred now because now that they're trying to do it, they say like, this is not easy. This is not easy. And then I taped Dean to a wall and things really started to come together. Zachariah, Italian, Filipino, Spanish, and I dabble in white people things. Also American Indian. Does anybody ever get to say, I'm Italian? Does anybody just say one thing anymore? think so. Yeah. So the numbers are always going up. Were you the wife from The Sopranos? Yeah. It was a great series. I really loved it. I was sad it was over. Wow. The grocery video. All the water chestnuts. Dory, guess what? Hold on. I heard this morning and I was like, this can't be right. It was a report on water chestnuts. Let's do a deep dive. Research on water chestnuts. Now, this could have been just a crazy. There's a water chestnut fact sheet. Yeah, I think that this was. It must have been just a weird commercial, but it was just like saying, like, water chestnut. People don't eat enough water chestnuts. Is basically what it was. And it was like, if people understood the value of a good water chestnut, which I thought maybe it was a commercial that only I heard. I don't know. You know, everybody hears different commercials in the break. Maybe you heard one for furniture. Somebody else heard one for the new Lexus coming out in the fall. I only hear water chestnut commercials. I'm pro water chestnut. There's a lot of haters. Yeah, it is the great water chestnut hoarding of 2020. Oh, I eat them all, Judy. I still try to get them. And like, I'll use them like if I make like a stir fry, you know, and Jason picks them out. What's the value of a water? Let me just unpack it, because I feel like there's a lot of haters. Okay, and I feel like you gotta open your mind. Okay, you got very closed-minded. People are like, oh, you mean politically? No, about water chestnuts. It really is only good with Asian food. They contain a high dietary fiber level. Oh, they said fiber. They're rich in antioxidants. They contribute to better cardiovascular health and a reduced risk of stroke. Like, girl, let me look up some water chestnut. Are there water chestnut recipes? No, but wouldn't it be fun? I was just about to say, wouldn't it be funny if somebody just did a recipe book, all water chestnuts, all the time? And then I didn't want to say it because then I was like, that will take that opportunity away from me. Because I know you bitches are going to be like, oh, I'm going to work on this today. Okay, I did find an article, 34 tasty water chestnut recipes. Guess what we're making on Voila? They're all Asian. They're all Asian. Spicy lettuce wraps, cashew stir fry, bacon water chestnut wraps. Those are good. Turkey asparagus it's all stir fry. Hot and sour soup, Asian quinoa. It's just cashew chicken. Just okay. Okay, always have it in my chop suey. I use water chestnut in my homemade egg rolls. Love them. Yeah, sounds like the water chestnut people are really trying to sell these pretty hard. Yeah, it's funny. Yeah, no. Lao Khan, this whole channel is all about water chestnuts. So if you do not want to take part in that conversation, leave now. It's more of a political movement. We're a politically charged pro water chestnut page. So if that's not for you, you should step out. Just know it. That's what I'm going to tell people when we want to get rid of them. Listen, if it ever gets real crazy in here again, okay? Everybody immediately start talking about water chestnuts. That should scare a lot of people away. And I feel like you can use that tip in life. Like if you're at a party and like somebody's around and like you don't want to hang out with them, and just be like, have I told you about the 34 recipes that I just did with water chestnuts? And you will clear a room. Clear rooms. I'd like to take you through each of them if you don't mind. Like, I actually, did you call? I have to go. I'd be like, I was just gonna go through the top. Do you want to just do like the top 3? Because I could go through. I actually have a website I can pull up. No, I'm good. Yeah, how was your water chestnut harvest this year? I'm just saying. These are tips to help you socially. Either get in or get out of a conversation. The next time I'm somewhere and somebody comes up, are you single? I'm like, do you like water chestnuts? That's how I'm gonna answer it. When somebody comes out of the blue and just is like, you married? I'm like, do you like water chestnuts? That's what I'm gonna do. Scott, they won't listen to that. No, you gotta go full water chestnut on some people. So anyway, that's it. That's what I got for today. Well, Shakendra, sometimes you gotta just throw some tips in. All right, that's all I got, everybody. Water chestnuts and Pippi Norwood, Tilly Norwood, Pippi Longstocking, whatever AI's name is. That's what's happening. I gotta go figure out where these dogs are tiptoeing to. But thanks for watching, everybody. Tomorrow is Friday. For anybody that needed to just hear that, you just gotta do one more day, girl. And then it's Friday. So, you're welcome. All right, thanks for watching, everybody. Have a great day, a blessed day. Many thanks to Sasha doing the good work, the Lord's work. And